It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go from L.A. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Great, set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages. He could do it right there.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. It's Saquon Barkley. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Great, set.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Pass complete to Goddard. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Great, set.
First down, run with Barkley. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Great, set. 180. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goddard. So that brings up 4th and long.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll go. Hurts. He connects downfield. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Spates on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams 17-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. Smith Hurts fumbles. Scooped up by the Rams. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. Into the red zone. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Rams parlay the turnover into a lead. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive scoop and score touchdown.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down. And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Hurts to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Barkley off the pistol give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start to fight back for their first points of this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And This is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. That's on target. Puka Nakua. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory.
46-yard line.
Alert! Like 7.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Big 20.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Set. 180.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd.
Man.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Rams, 1st down.
And we are still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Stafford throwing again. Gets this one to Blake Cora. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Lady.
Now Stafford again. He finds Adams, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Setting up the screen. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Silver, right? Good, set.
Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of
They got
21
yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
A loss of a yard.
Break the huddle. It's second down now.
And 11 at the 47-yard
Hurts
line.
looking to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. We've set it down from 37. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Hurts yet again. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Vacates quickly left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Blake Corum now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They've got a man in motion.
Lose 60. 0. 10. Hey, 22.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. He puts some juice on it. Big game downfield. Hits the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, but he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by his kick.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
14.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Gibson now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. 280. 59. Zebra. Wait, hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready. Moving hot.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. 280. 59. Pretty hot.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Deep here for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Eagles 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. They lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook.
It's a
more aggressive call on 2nd.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Buying some time right. Finds a seam down the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Corum now on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
at their own 29-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So first down from the 41. Stafford from the gun. Headed out right. Smith snaps it over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. As you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. A great play.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's a quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. Hurts looking to throw. He'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
Rams 35, Eagles 29.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Red 80. Double right. 59. Tonight.
To throw, Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Drill right, 22.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. He's a man. That's Canate Monfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an L.A. first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready. Hold on. 280.
Straight ahead to Williams. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Set. And middle. 280. Hey, 50. 50. 21.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
It's a gain of
Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set. Hey, 280.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Set. Red 80.
They're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Right side, they're going ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
Rams 41, Eagles 29.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams are going to have it back at the 42. Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, it's our main event between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Nice effort here, they're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. We give to Irving to stop his drive. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Irving on 2nd. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A gain of 15 there. And the Bucs have the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Regular.
Baker now off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Cooper and Eugene on the coverage.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Beyond the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1.
3rd and long for him here.
Down in the 11.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! You knocked on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
From the red zone on 1st. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Point it right.
7-yard line.
Pistol. What's that?
Mayfield now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try and get it into Emeka Egbuka. And that brings up 3rd and goal. We send a receiver in motion right. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
It became clear, right? After the 2nd or 3rd catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly 1 series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing here hurts. Running downfield, and Goddard has it. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Dallas Goddard, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. He's going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Eagles 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great, check.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a Bix. That brings us to the end of 1. The Buccaneers leading so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Ball's out of the pocket quick. Nice hit, fumbles. And this one belongs to the Buccaneers.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
1st down from the 42. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
Gain of 16 yards.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Alert! Scott!
On the give, this is Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Irving here from the gun. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa